So this is the Zane tier list that I have ready to go for today. I do have every single Zane minifigure ever made in here. I hope I'm not missing any. I don't think I am. If you want to do this tier list along with me, feel free to check out the link in the description. That'll bring you over to this tier list. You can do it for yourself, or if you just want to drop in the chat what you think about these figures as we go through them, that's totally fine. For tiers, I decided to add a couple more. Some of you guys have suggested that maybe I should do a few more tiers. So for tiers, we have perfect, great, good, average being the middle, and then we have bad, awful, and the worst down here. Not sure how many figures will end up in the worst section, but I wanted to go ahead and include a couple more tiers. Some of you guys thought that it may, you know, liven up the tier list a little bit, maybe make it a little more diverse. I saw that comment floating around, and I agree, we could totally do some more tiers, so that's what I have ready for you guys today. Why don't we go ahead and start things off today by taking a look at the original Zane. Where would I put the original Zane on the tier list? If I had to make a solid decision as to where I would put this guy, honestly, he's a pretty good design. I'm going to put him in the good section. First ninja on the board, or at least first Zane variant on the board. I like this one. I like the white coloring. I like how simple it is. Very classic, very nostalgic looking. My original Zane figure is very much beat up though. Kind of need to get a new one. Zane DX I also had when I was younger because I got the Ice Dragon Attack set. Very cool figure in my opinion. Not as cool as the original in my opinion, but I do like the white and the gold color combination. I'm probably going to put it in the average section. Next up we have the micro figure for Zane. I talk about these guys every stream that we do. The micro figures appeared in a very obscure Ninjago board game that came out in 2011, and that's what all the ninja looked like. Now obviously these figures are not really complete figures, but I figured I'd put it on the list regardless. I like it a lot. It's kind of cute, but obviously it's not as great as some of the other figures out there because it's technically not even a figure. I'm debating putting it, you know what, I'm gonna put it in the awful section. I think that's a very good place for it. Okay, Kendo Zane. I, you know, admittedly don't like the Kendo Ninja. You guys know that. I find their designs to be very boring, very bland. I'm gonna put this in the bad section. It's just the original Zane costume with Kendo armor. Very bland and very plasticky looking Kendo armor. It's just not great to me. It's not a fantastic figure, kind of a retread of the original, but significantly worse. So I'm gonna have to put that in the bad section. All right, next up we have Zane ZX. A very classic Zane costume right here. I'm gonna have to put this one in great, I think. I really like the ZX design for Zane. I like the gold and the white color combination. I think that looks awesome, along with the brown and even some light tan, it seems, in the torso print. Not too terrible of a figure. Once again, this figure is very classic, very nostalgic to a lot of people. Next up, we have NRG Zane. Admittedly, this guy is actually kind of cool. You know, no pun intended, haha funny. I like the blue, like the nice baby blue that they use for this version of Zane. Kind of matches what we saw in the show. I'm not a huge fan of the white hands though, so I might put it in the good section. I mean, it's definitely a lot cooler than some of the other NRG Ninja, but it's not that great. It could definitely be better, but yeah, this guy, good tier for me, probably good tier. Next up we have Kimono Zane. You guys already know where this one's going. Perfect. I love the Kimono Ninja a lot. They are definitely my favorite, or one of my favorite variations of the Ninja. Again, biggest issue with this figure in the release, no shoulder pads. Why they did not do that, I have no idea. Why they didn't include shoulder pads, who's to say? No idea what LEGO was thinking not including the shoulder pads here. These designs though, for the Kimono Ninja are excellent. Zane's is no exception. I love the white, the gold, the black. It's perfect. It's perfect in my opinion. I love that figure so much. Might be one of my favorite of the Kimono Ninja. All right, next up, we got a couple more Zanes to get through. Next up, we have Techno Zane. Techno Zane. Oh, Techno Zane, how I love you, but I also hate you. This design, I think, is probably one of the best Techno Ninja designs, I'm going to be honest, but it's not that great when you compare it to some of the other Zane costumes. I might put it in the average section. The pros about this figure: I love the mask, the hair, the torso print. The cons, very empty in a lot of places, especially because this figure is primarily white in color. Stands out a lot, especially with the barren legs and a lot of empty space in the torso print. As cool as it is, it's not perfect, and I can't really put it any higher than average. Next up, Battle Damage Zane. This guy is infinitely better than Techno Zane. This guy is going in the, I'm gonna have to put him in great, but I'll put him above Zane ZX. I'm also gonna do this. There. new rankings. Battle damage Zane. Pros, excellent torso printing. Genius. I love the battle damage design. I love the face for Zane. I love how one of the arms is just pure titanium. It looks great. Again, the only con, no leg printing. If it had leg printing, this guy would belong in the perfect tier, no doubt. As it stands, though, this guy I don't hate. I love battle damage Zane a lot. I love him a lot, so I put him in the great section. What can I say? He's a pretty great figure. Next up, we have Stone Armor Zane. Big improvement over the Techno Zane as well. The established Techno Zane design. Big improvement. I'm probably going to put this guy in maybe perfect, actually. I like the Stone Armor Ninja a lot, especially Zane's. I love the silver shoulder pads. The torso print is different, so it stands out from the rest of the Stone Armor Ninja. It actually, you know, it doesn't have leg printing still, but I think the torso printing and the armor make up for that tremendously. A lot more than this guy does, that's for sure. Let's continue onwards here. What's next? Okay, this guy, this weird tournament Zane. This is an official figure. LEGO officially released this. It's not canon, and personally, I don't like it all that much. It is kind of cool, though. It kind of combines the battle damage look and what a theoretical tournament Zane would look like. I'll probably put it in the average section, to be honest. I don't really like the white hood. I think it's a nice piece, but I feel like if it's supposed to be representing tournament Zane, maybe they should have given it like a half mask and Zane's hairpiece. Maybe that could have worked out. Either way, I really don't like this guy. I don't own this guy. He's not canon, so I never bothered grabbing him. The design is kind of cool, though, so I'm going to have to put him in the average section alongside these two lads right here. That's pretty much all I got to say about this guy. Titanium Zane, this guy, oh my goodness, he is beautiful, perfect. I'm going to put him above Stone Zane. My biggest complaint about Titanium Zane, if I had to complain about one thing, the entire figure is not silver. The body and the legs are kind of this like matte gray color, and it works at the time, so I definitely won't take away any points for that. It worked at the time for this guy. Nowadays, though, we have so many new advancements in the Zane figures, and a lot of them do have silver bodies and silver legs. For example, Fusion Zane, Hands of Time Zane, does that very same thing. Kind of wish that was the case here, but still, as it is, I love this guy. I love the hood, I love the face, I love everything about it. A very iconic Zane suit. Titanium Zane is one of the best Zane figures, if not one of the most iconic Ninjago figures ever. Next up, we have Deepstone Zane, the Deepstone Ninja. This guy's pretty cool looking. I don't know if I would consider him perfect, though. I'd probably put him in great, but I'll put him above these two guys. How about that? Great tier for me. For Zane, as the Deepstone Ninja go, I think his design is awesome. I love the black, the white, the blue, the silver. Those colors look great together. I don't know. This guy is kind of weird to me. Not really sure what it is about this figure. Maybe it's the overabundance of black that doesn't look great on Zane. I feel like they could have balanced that out a little bit more, and that's just not for Zane, it's for the rest of the Deepstone Ninja as well. Maybe a little bit too much silver in the torso area. Would have loved to have seen a little bit more white. Airjitzu Zane, this guy, this weird Airjitzu flyer version of Zane. I'll probably put it in average, gonna be honest. I'll put it above DX Zane. These guys, of course, are not canon to the show. These weird Airjitzu NRG style ninja. Not super big on it, but I do like the white arms. I do like the overall black body with the blue printing. It looks awesome. The face is also super cool. That's one of my favorite Zane faces. Can't really see it too well underneath the mask, but that Zane face is exceptional. Let's continue on with Skybound Zane, or Destiny Zane. This guy does the Deepstone suit and does it a lot better. I love the overall presence of the white on this guy. The white arms, the white on the belt, the white on the torso looks fantastic. In addition, we also have the black, the blue, and the gold. Very cool color combination all around. I love the Skybound Ninja, and Zane's, in my opinion, is one of the coolest out of the entire collection. I'll probably put it, I don't know if I'd put it above Titanium Zane. Kind of debating that comparison, but I still think this guy's really cool looking. I like this guy a lot, actually. Next up, we have Day of the Departed, or Honor Zane. This guy's alright looking, not gonna lie. I like the silver. I like the combination of the different designs, the original and the ZX, kind of combined with the Titanium Ninja to create this design, I feel. I'd say this design's great. I like this design a lot. I like the silver shoulder pads, the silver on the mask. It looks fantastic to me. I'd probably put it above ZX Zane, but I'm not putting it above the battle damage Zane, that's for sure. What do we have next? Ooh, Prison Zane, Prison Zane. This guy came out in the Skybound wave, I believe, might have been the Day of the Departed wave, but it's of course coming from a Skybound set. I do like the battle damage look on Prison Zane. It's a lot better than just having him, you know, have a normal prison torso. I'll probably put it above... you know what? Yeah, I'll put it above this weird tournament Zane. Prison Zane, I don't actually think is all that bad. I kind of like him a lot. The face here, I would not display him with that face. I'd probably flip it around. That just seems a lot better in my opinion. Not sure why the official image has this weird visor thing on there. But this figure, you know what? I like it enough to put it in average. Hands of Time Zane or Fusion Zane. I don't like this guy at all. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Hands of Time Zane. I get why people like it. I've never found this figure appealing. I've never, you know, I could never get myself to like it. I don't really like the printing. It looks kind of cool, but then you start looking closer and you see a whole bunch of different stuff going on. There's this weird screen right here. There's his emblem right there, along with a whole bunch of wires, and the black and the silver primarily make up the body, while the mask is, you know, primarily overly obnoxiously white. Not a great color combination in my opinion, not a great figure in my opinion. Might be an unpopular opinion because I know a lot of people love the Hands of Time suits, and if you do, that's fantastic. But for me, I don't like this guy all that much. Might be one of my least favorite Zane costumes. Movie Zane, let's go ahead and move on from Hands of Time Zane. Movie Zane, okay, Movie Zane on its own, I think is a fine design. Compared to the rest of the movie Ninja though, he looks very out of place and very weird when you compare him to the others. With that being said, I'd probably put this guy in bad, but I'd put him above Kendo Zane. Yeah, I like this design as its own thing. Compared to the rest of the Ninja, he could totally have used more black in the mask and the body. Not sure why they pretty much did the reverse. If the white and the black colors on this guy would have been switched, he would have been 10 times better. Alright, Casual Zane, or whatever you want to call this version of Zane. High School Zane, Casual Zane. I don't really know where to put this guy. I like his outfit. The little Space Invader sweater is adorable. I love that backpack. The hairpiece is actually kind of nice. The face, though, is horrifying, and I kind of want to put it in good because of that face alone. I'm probably going to put it in good, going to be honest. I don't mind the outfit. I think the outfit kind of fits Zane, especially in the context of the show. You could easily slap that outfit on TV show Zane and I'd accept it. It looks like one of those sweaters that he would wear during Rebooted when he was a teacher, maybe with a little bit more of a fun aesthetic to it. That face, though, a lot of people find it horrifying. I find it terrifying as well, but actually it's kind of funny at the same time. Moving on to this weird white version of Zane. You know, I think the white fits Zane's costume or Zane's aesthetic a little more than some of the other Ninja. This is, of course, the Trainee costume that came out for the movie. Still not great, though. Probably going to put it in the bad section, but I'll put it above Kendo Zane. Yeah, I don't really like these guys all that much. I do like the hairpiece, though, and this new face for Zane is much better than that creepy smiling face, that's for sure. But yeah, these costumes are just kind of boring. Sons of Garmadon Zane. Alright, let's rank this guy quick before my computer kills itself. I like this guy a lot better than movie Zane, in my opinion. I'll probably put this in the great section. Honestly, I'll put it above Deepstone Zane, actually. I like Sons of Garmadon Zane a lot. I think he looks a lot better than with a shoulder pad, though, as opposed to this weird little quiver thing. But I do like this design. Takes a lot from the movie design, sure, but makes it better, makes it stand out a little more, adds more black in the helmet, thank God, and actually gives it a presence in the TV show. I think that looks awesome for Zane. I can totally see this as a TV show version of Zane, based off the Ninjago movie design. Hate the hood. Yeah, these hoods, I'm glad they decided to stop using them. Very annoying to try to, you know, switch hoods around. Not like something like this where you can just pop it off and call it good from there. I totally can understand why some people don't like these masks. I think they look good, though. If you actually handle one of these things, though, it's kind of a mess. Speaking of messes, oh good God, speaking of messes, we have this thing. I hate these things so much. The worst. I hate it. It's awful. I hate it. Uh-oh, here comes the Spinjitzu 2018 suit. Oh yeah, that thing is awful. It's trash. I don't like it. The worst. You know when I made this category? You know what figure I specifically had in mind? This guy. I hate him. Do not like him at all. You want my thoughts on this guy? You want to know why I don't like him very much? First of all, the torso print, messy as all heck. Too much black, too much blue. It looks awful compared with the mask that's primarily white. Put some black in that thing. Why is it white? Whatever. This is easily one of my least favorite of the entire Spinjitzu figures from 2018. Not sure why they decided to make these figures the way that they did. They feel lazy. They feel like pieced together from spare parts. It's not great. All right, let's move on to the next one so we can get off this subject. Snake Jaguar. Kind of cool. Reuses some of the same Sons of Garmadon printing that we've seen a bajillion times for some of the other Sons of Garmadon members. Not awful, though. I'll probably put it in, you know what, I'll put it in good. I like this suit a lot in the show. Snake Jaguar was the identity that Zane went under when he was working undercover, trying to infiltrate the Sons of Garmadon lair, and I like that concept a lot. I like this suit a lot. I think it looks cool for Zane. Yeah, I'll put it in good, but I'll probably keep it where it is. Yeah, not too shabby of a figure in my opinion. Hunted Zane. Hunted Zane. How do I feel about you? Not that bad, actually. I like this guy quite a bit. I'll probably put him in good, but I'll put him above literally everything else in the good section. I like the battle damage look. It's very much a battle damaged version of this suit, which looks fine to me. I like the belts and the buckles. A little messy for my taste, a little too clustered and a little too ambitious, dare I say. But overall, it's an alright suit. Gonna put it in the good section. Moving on to the Dragon Flyer or Dragon Master Zane. I like this guy. I do own this guy. I did buy his Dragon Flyer. I like it a lot. The Dragon Masters or the Dragon Flyers, whatever you want to call them, I like them a lot. I like their designs quite a bit. This guy, though, I'm probably going to put in the average section, right behind Techno Zane. Biggest issue with this guy, I don't like the titanium arms on a primarily, flesh-colored face. Not sure why, but the titanium arms for Zane just give me a sleeveless look, and I don't know how he could have titanium arms but a human face. Kind of strange. Can't really get that image out of my head. I know it's just kind of a part of the design, but you know, that I can't unsee that. You know what I'm saying? I cannot unsee that. Legacy Zane. This guy has had a couple of variations. Lego has released him with both this weird yellow face from the Ninjago movie as well as his titanium head. I think this suit looks a lot better with the titanium face, but as it printing, I'd say it's pretty great, actually. I definitely do not mind Legacy Zane at all. I'll probably keep him right here, though, at the very end of the greats. I think he's awesome. I like him a lot more than some of these guys, that's for sure. I love the black printing as well. I like the white arms. The overall aesthetic of Legacy Zane is pretty good. I think he fits a lot better with his titanium face, though. Got a couple more to get through here. We'll get through this before the stream is over, don't you worry. Season 11 Zane. I like this guy a lot. Kind of empty in a couple of spots, but still okay looking. I'll probably put him in, you know what, I'll put him in good, but I'll put him above Hunted Zane. I like this guy a lot. The blue hands are nice. The blue hands, of course, kind of threw me off at first, but I think the blue hands work overall. I love the symbol on his hood. I love the gray straps and buckles. He looks cool. Looks very consistent with a consistent color scheme, those being gray, white, and blue, primarily. That's not too shabby. Pretty good-looking Zane costume. That's why it's in the good section. It's all right. Which one are we on? We just did Season 11 Zane, and now we are moving on to Forbidden Spinjitzu Zane down here, which isn't as bad as some of the other Forbidden Spinjitzu guys, but it's still not great. I'd probably put this guy in average. I like the hood. The white and the blue right here look fantastic together. Definitely shows an ice bursting of, you know, like an ice elemental power exploding from his head or whatever. It looks good. What can I say? Biggest issue with these guys, no shoulder armor, as mentioned in some of the other ranking videos. But yeah, essentially this guy's the exact same thing as the Season 11 Zane, just with no armor and a different hood. I do like that hood. Unfortunately, there's no armor, which kind of makes this figure kind of unnecessary for me to get, but you know what? Looks good for what it is. Gonna put it in the average section right at the end. Next up, this guy, Spinjitzu Slam Zane. Spinjitzu Slam Zane. How do I feel about this guy? I want to put him in bad, but I'll probably put him in between these two. How about that? This guy's not my favorite. The silver on the blue doesn't look as good as the white on the blue in my opinion. The torso printing is kind of weird. I like the silver arms though. That's cool. The legs, if I remember correctly, are the same ones used on Season 11 Zane, unless I'm forgetting something. Yeah, not my favorite Zane suit. What is cool about this guy is the face. That face is awesome. That face print, that head print looks incredible in my opinion. Next up, we have the Ice Emperor for Zane. You know what? This guy's kind of cool. Evil Zane. I think this is a lot better of an Evil Zane design than Snake Jaguar. I'm going to put this in the great section, actually. I'll put it above even ZX Zane. I like the trans clear blue head that he has going on here. I love the ice effects all over the place. Very cool looking Zane suit, I must say. The Ice Emperor has a sweet design. I like it a lot. I wish his little mouth plate was a bit bigger. Maybe have that attached to the helmet in some way. Kind of like Samurai X, as opposed to having it just be printed on there. But it's still passable. It's definitely a good look for Zane overall. Next up we have, oh, this guy. This weird golden Zane figure. This guy's kind of cool, actually. He's kind of like a golden version of the Techno Zane, just with a different mask, but the printing is kind of similar. It's not the exact same print. There are some variations in the print, but it's still close enough. Unfortunately, this guy could have been a lot better. Give it, you know, the show accurate mask with the hair. Not sure why they didn't do that. Instead, we have this weird legacy style mask, which is not bad. It's a good part, and for that, I'll probably put it in average, right below Techno Zane right here. I think that's going to be its final resting place on my list. Return of the creepy robot smile. That's true. That is true. Is that the last time we saw that? No, it's actually with this guy. Good segue into this thing. Pink Zane. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. In fact, he's better than all these guys. One of the best Ninjago minifigures of all time is this guy right here. My only complaint, though, is that stupid face. If they would have had a different face, such as maybe this thing, a million times better. 10s across the board. Even still, 10s across the board on this guy. I like him a lot. Pink Zane, we finally got him after how many years of begging Lego and complaining about not having him. We got it, and it's glorious. I love Pink Zane. The print is not identical to those original Zanes. It's not the exact same as it is on here, but it's close enough. It's close enough, man. Perfect across the board. 10 out of 10 IGN. All right, moving on. We have a few minutes left, and we have a few more figures to get through. Let's continue on. Hero Zane. No Hero Zane. No. You know what? This guy's all right, though. I'll put him... Maybe I'll put him right here. How about that? In between Golden Zane and Dragonflyer Zane. In pictures, this guy looks awful. In person, this guy looks okay. I think they used way too much gold, especially on this arm. This entire arm is gold. Could have probably changed that around. I'm not the biggest fan of this color right here. Kind of looks red, in my opinion. Again, in pictures, this guy looks pretty terrible, but in person, he looks awesome. Don't really know how that works. That's like the only figure that I can think of that has that problem. All right, let's move on to this version of Zane. Legacy Deepstone, or Legacy 3, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful figure. Just gorgeous, man. Gonna put it in the perfect tier. Probably put it above Stone Armor Zane. I like this guy a lot. I like the updated Deepstone printing with the white arms. It's infinitely better than this guy, that's for sure. I like the mask with the black and the white. Looks gorgeous. I like the little subtle bits of gold. I would have preferred if it had golden armor, though, I will say. The gunmetal armor isn't too bad, though. I hope we get the rest of the Deepstone Legacy Ninja. Please, Lego, please make that happen. I would very much appreciate it. Epic Battle Zane. Epic Battle Zane. How do I feel about you? Could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse. Not super great, though. Honestly, average. I'll put him right here. I do like how detailed this figure is, but he kind of looks a little strange. Not sure how I feel about the blue mask as well. If they would have had a white mask, would have been a lot better, in my opinion. Also, don't like this big red symbol in the middle of his chest. Looks kind of obnoxious. I don't know. Is it just me, or does this guy look like kind of strange? Not sure how to feel about this guy, so I'm just going to put him in the average section. All right, moving on to Island Zane. As this figure goes, I think it's okay. This might be my least favorite of the Island Ninja. I'll still put him in the great tier, though. I'll probably put him right here. I think this figure had a lot of potential to be even better than what it is, but it still is pretty good nonetheless. I love the silver armor. I love the white hand over here, or the white arm, even though it's like not show accurate. I would have definitely, or I did replace that with a silver arm, that's for sure. Modified that a little bit. But overall, Island Zane, he's not that great. He's not perfect, but he's still passable. Still good. Still good in my opinion. All right, moving on to Golden Legacy Zane. This guy's cooler than this Golden Zane, in my opinion, but the biggest thing that's holding this guy back is the mask. And for that, I can't put him in the perfect section. I'll put him in great though, but where in great should he go? Maybe like right here? I think that's a good spot for him. I like these two a lot more than I like this thing. Again, that mask holds it back so much. If it had this mask, this figure would be imperfect. I don't like this mask all that much. In theory, it looks kind of cool. You know, the Forbidden Spinjitzu hood in gold doesn't look too bad. My biggest issue with this guy is the hood. It kind of makes, in person, makes this blue look green, and that's not a good look. If it had this mask, 10 times better, would have been a perfect figure. And finally, we have Seabound Zane. Finally, Seabound Zane. How do I feel about this guy? Maybe good. I'll put him in the good section. Let's put him right here. I like Seabound Zane a lot. I think the blue goggles work a lot for the color scheme. I like the silver, the blue, even that little bit of yellow isn't too bad. It works for Zane in my opinion. Not too shabby, not too bad. It looks kind of cool actually. You know, not as great as some of these guys, but still good nonetheless. It's Scuba Zane. What do you expect from this guy? He's decent, he's passable, he's good. And with that being said, guys, this is our final tier list. This is what it looks like. Perfect. These guys all belong in perfect in my opinion. Great, still pretty good, but not as good as this. Good, you know, thumbs up from me. Average, could be a lot better, but could be a lot worse. I like this selection right here. Bad, yeah. Awful, oh yeah, especially with this thing. And the worst, yep, this guy belongs down there. He's awful. I hate him. I hate this guy so much. He's just, oh, such a headache, such a headache. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for my Zane tier list. There is a link down below in the description if you want to go ahead and fill out this tier list for yourself. Feel free to go ahead and check that out if you want to go ahead and do this for yourself on your own time, in your own opinion, and let me know what you think about my list. If you're watching this in video form, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.